All right, so the college football brackets came out, who's in, who's out, and I'm probably going to ramble on this one because there's shit all over the place here, but here we go. Pretty wild, especially near the back end of the brackets. Top 7, 8, 9, I'm okay with that. Gets a little funky when Notre Dame is out, Duke is out, Miami's in, Alabama's in. Okay. The issue to me is Tulane and James Madison. James Madison's 12-1. I guess that's okay for them to be in. Tulane, to me, not so much. I don't think you should have two of them in. Who has a better argument for being in, Tulane or Duke, who won the ACC championship? Now, you could say they're a 5-loss team. I get it. But isn't there something to be said about earning your way into the tournament? I mean, whatever their record is, they earned their way to the ACC championship game. Nobody probably thought they could win. They end up winning the game. It seems to me that should be an automatic bid. All conference champions should be an automatic bid, regardless of their record. This could all be solved by a simple PowerPoint system. All state high schools have this. It ranks how good your schedule is, how good the team you just played is, their record, and it accumulates over the course of a season. This way we could take out the subjectivity, which is really the problem here. The issue with all of this is we look at it and we say, I think this, they think that, what if this, how about that? And what really should just be done is, you're Indiana, you just beat Ohio State. Ohio State had, 11 wins, 12 wins going into that game. You get 12 points times 5 because they're a group of 5 school, and that's how many points you get. And that's how it would work throughout the season, okay? Everybody gets a certain number of points as the season goes on. Those numbers actually change because the strength of your opponent's schedule changes and how they win or lose changes. So that number will change every single week up until the end, and we can see it week in, week out. We can even still argue as we look ahead to see who teams are going to be playing and say, oh, well, they're going to play this team and they can gain a lot of points. The other thing that would provide is it would give incentive for teams to play other good teams, right? The big concern was, why would Texas and Ohio State play each other next year when all it can do is cost you? It doesn't really help you. But if this system was based on points, okay, now I want to play Texas. I want to play Ohio State because I have an opportunity. If you look at it this way, if you were Ohio State and you beat Texas, which they did, and Texas goes on to beat 3 top 15 teams, 2 of those were top 5 teams, your power points would be through the roof, okay? Even losing to Indiana, you might have more power points. So it would take out all the subjectivity and there would be no argument. We would understand exactly who's in and out. It would also incentivize those teams like Tulane, James Madison, others to continue to play bigger schools and hopefully get upsets, because then they would earn huge points from playing those teams. So it's a convoluted system. I'm okay with most of it. I would probably take Tulane out, put Duke in as a conference champion. Notre Dame would still be on the outside looking in. Do I think they're one of the top teams in the country? I do. But at some point, you have to win good games to earn your way in. Beating Navy is just not enough. It's just not going to get you there. I think they had 4 or 5 wins against teams that were 4-8 or less. Just not enough. So very interesting. Tell me what you guys think. Who should be in? Who should be out? I think they got it mostly right, but I think Duke should be in. Tulane should be out.